Hi guys, I'm Altanay. Welcome back to my channel. Finally, winter has come to my place, to my city. Let me remind you, I'm in the Altai Republic, Russia. Finally, it's the new 2024 and the winter season is in full swing. Today I'm gonna show you my city and tell you a little bit of history. This time the temperature doesn't go below zero, which is pretty unusual for this place. The winter is not so severe. I'm going to take a bus because I live in the suburbs and it will take 20 or 30 minutes. Let's go. Right now, I'm at the viewing platform. From a bird's eye view, you can see the city is not big and located in the Intermountain Basin. The population is 64,000 people. The history of the city began with missionaries who came here to Christianize the locals. The first Russian settlers came here from Bisk and found a settlement, Ulala, in 1824. The original people who had lived here before the missionaries came were Teleuts. Over several decades, the settlement became a large trading center. In 1928, Ulala was granted town status. There are only two main streets. There are neither railways nor metro. The only available public transport is bus. Now I'm heading towards the city center. Before going to the city center, decided to grab a bite. Right now, I'm at the city center. Every Russian city has the same attribute. It's the Lenin statue right behind me. And some of you might know who Stalin was, but not everyone knows who Lenin was. And you can ask, why Lenin? Why not Stalin? Lenin was a Russian revolutionary, participated in protests against the Russian Empire's government. Lenin is viewed by his supporters as a leader of socialism, communism, anti-imperialism, and the working class. Here are some other Lenin statues in other Russian cities. I don't know why, but someone decided to build these ice walls around the Lenin statue. Obviously, the children like it. On the left side from the Lenin statue is the building of the regional parliament of the Altai Republic, El Kurultai. Smart people make smart and stupid decisions. This is our central park. There used to be a lot of trees around, mostly pines and spruces. One day someone decided to cut them down in order to renovate this park to make it modern. They turned it into something empty and not attractive. I like these benches. At least they look great. This is for the first time when there is little snow in Gornoltaysk in January, and I'm happy. I'm okay with that because I'm not a big fan of winter. The pace of life in Gornoltaysk is pretty slow compared to other cities in Russia, and there are no factories at all, so the city is not polluted that much. There is no smoke in the air. You can see the air and you can breathe. In 2016, Gornoltaysk was recognized the cleanest city in Russia. We have one big mall. It is right at the city center, Panorama, but everyone calls it Marira because of the grocery store inside it. The mall isn't big, but it is big enough for us. The third floor is the most popular place with teenagers. They spend their free time here on the third floor just hanging out with their fellows. Burger King and Rostix, which was KFC a few months ago, do what they are good at. You can buy homemade food and sushi. You can see it is overcrowded. There are no empty tables. In this mall, you can purchase groceries, new phones, perfume, bags, and sports gear. Hi guys, today is the 10th of January and it's freezing cold outside. And maybe the temperature is about minus 7 or 8, but I'm not sure. Now I'm heading to another place which is very popular with Russian babushkas and my relatives as well. They spend a lot of time there, and yeah, this place, Katsky, has a rich background. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about this place, but nothing unusual, to be honest. Whew. Wow. Okay, I've seen so many videos where foreigners from the people from other countries, they're not wearing hats, they're not wearing any hats, and my question is, what's wrong with you? Okay, it's dangerous. Be careful, take care of yourself, okay? Winter is not a joke. It's not a joke. Okay, so always wear hats, please. Those posters are here, there, and everywhere. They say from 15th to 17th of March we need to elect a new president for the next 5 years. But before voting for someone, we should know who the rest candidates are. But we don't know them, we haven't seen them. I personally know only one candidate for the presidency, Vladimir Putin. It's obvious that he will be our president for the next 5 years. It's not a secret, everyone knows that in advance. Just take it from me. In 1928, the masters of the sewing department were united into an industrial alliance. In 1929, they founded this sewing factory. In the early 20s, the factory was eliminated. Nowadays, it is just another mall. This is our market. You can buy vegetables, fruits, mittens, and socks from Camel Wool. Camel wool socks and mittens are very popular in Gornaltais. They are imported from Mongolia. The quality is top-notch. I wear ones. Let's get on the bus and get to another part of the city. The fare is 22 rubles. You can pay in cash or with a card. We are at Victory Park. We call it this way because it's a memorial to those who sacrificed their lives in the Great Patriotic War. We celebrate Victory Day on the 9th of May here. The USSR sacrificed 27 million people in Second World War. It was a huge loss for the country. Eternal Flame is a symbol of fallen heroes, fighters for the honor of the motherland. The main religion in Russia is Eastern Orthodoxy. In our city we have several churches. I've never been inside them, but we also have one Buddhist temple. As far as I know, it was organized to regenerate volcanism in Altai. The city is small, and every time when you go out, you bump into someone who you know. Sometimes it's awkward, especially when you're not in the mood for having a conversation. Small cities have many advantages and also a lot of disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is that small cities have a toll on your mentality. They affect your perception of this world. They form your mentality. Your consciousness kinda gets narrow over time. You cannot enjoy the things that big cities offer. Lack of entertainment makes people move to other cities. Staying here in winter may be depressing. Winter lasts on average 5 or 6 months. In my opinion, every city has its own mentality. This city is still traditional but at the same time evolving. I could say that this city doesn't like the people who stand out of the crowd. You should go with the flow and live up to the society's expectations. You should always be on alert. Watch out for yourself. Don't do anything too risky. Everyone knows each other. A friend's friend is my friend. Rumors are spread too fast, like in the blink of an eye.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Subscribe to my channel.